Welcome back, everybody. I love to do this at the beginning of a new multiplayer season, just trying something new. I burned through the season pass track, and I play a few rounds for y'all using just the season pass discs from that track that I got there. I didn't include any of the ones I got in the random pulls. But we're starting out with Maple Hill 18 on FBO. We have Warhorse, which is a reprint of the X1. The Precious DD3 is the Q line. The Pioneer, TD, and Hope. I put the others in there. Let's go with the Q line here. Put some of those others in there that you can get from the Halloween event going on right now. Some of those groundskeeper hidden rewards. Find some hidden groundskeeper stuff around the course to get those. 231. I think this is Sapphire in. That Warhorse is too much now. We're gonna go forehand. Switch back to the Sapphire because those like D3 is too far. Sapphire's here. Get in safe. Yep, there we go. Use my regular bag when I'm close enough for that one to even kind of give a bid to the basket. Or just probably pitch my musket around the corner. I had no idea that was gonna have the wings. It's a golden snitch. Warhorse is gonna be our play. It's stupidly overstable. I'm gonna try to crank this over in a lot of Anheuser. You know, a lot of angle control here. This is not looking bad at all. Go forward. That's a decent skip forward. I'm really out of my comfort zone with that as an overstable disc. 198. I'm going to try not to use the fuse. The Hope. Greg once said for Sunshine Blade 1, top on top. Top chevron, the top of the basket. Fly, Stitch, fly. Oh my goodness. Thank you, luckiest guy, for that Sunshine Glade 1 line that adapted here to 198 feet. I don't throw it with the Sticky Hope. I think Pioneer is usually the Explorer for me. Give us a good bit of Anheuser, take some power off. Oh, so bad. Oh, I'm going to be giving that stroke back right away. This Pioneer is beefy. I think I threw the old Pioneer a few times. Yeah, try to avoid doing that fuse. Have a Snitch fly up there, and I think this will be in range for me to have a look. Yeah, we should be able to get this here. I'm throwing this pretty much the same as the fuse. Of course, flies a little bit different, especially because it's sticky and not glide, whereas glide almost exactly mimics the fuse. Getting away without losing any strokes there. I think the Warhorse will be good for this. I'm usually adding a lot of Anheuser on this. Let's go straight pullback. And the beef is up there. There we go. Beefing it up here. I'm not going to be able to go across. I can barely do that with my own bag. But I think we're going to be even Warhorse again. And aim over here to let it fade up that fairway. Let's fade it a little early. No, that's okay. That's good. This Warhorse is an interesting one. I'm excited if we're going to try a turn version of it. Let's go DD3 Precious Ring. This will be back here just fine. Is that Warhorse, like I mentioned, it's a reprint of the Prodigy X1, which we had. It was very briefly introduced. It was like a Prodigy pack, or it was just Isaac Robinson's pack back when he was Prodigy. I don't remember exactly when that came in, but it's basically that print in the game because we stopped making Prodigy discs for whatever reason, stuff with the deal with Prodigy and Spin Offer, stuff like that. I'm not going to read all the details of it. But we're able to get discs like this X1, which has the lowest drag of any disc in the game by quite a bit, actually. However, it's really overstable, which does make it drop to the ground. So it has a lot of potential to be a great distance bomber. Maybe if we can get that turret on it. Oh no. Noise Lights 3 with a bag I don't know. What's it going to be? I'm thinking with the TD probably. Should I go TD on this one? I could water skip Sapphire. I feel like cheating. I'm too comfortable with it. Through the TD, give it some extra Anheuser, and hope it's kind of like a diamond. That's way too turned over. But it's not a terrible result. You know, I've seen people actually make that their regular play, burn into that hillside and let it skip down. This is a tough shot even with my bag, so I'm thinking about Sapphire. Let's have Pioneer fun. See if we can tame this thing. Go out the right side. Give it as we get down. Oh gosh, that's so bad. That's not even close. Holy cow. Wow. I can figure out how to manage that much fade on any disc. Fly in. No, way short. Turn this into a bogey. That Pioneer has some crazy fade. I like the platform 9 3/4 on it. I'm a Harry Potter fan, but I don't know about putting that in my bag with that ridiculous amount of fade. The tough wind here. Pushing him with just, I don't know. I think I maybe actually will just do the fuse for this one. Sorry for sliding me down. Maybe the hope would get there. But the fuse, and I struggle enough with this hole regularly. Okay, let's do the hope. Fuse, hope, fuse, hope, fuse. Down the gap. Alright, we got this one. We just got it here. I'm going to try to not use those discs I'm familiar with as much as I can. Just spice it up a little bit. You're able to get a stroke on the card there as well. I decided to have the TD for this one. Actually, the TD is a pretty good disc. I kind of like the way it straightens out. Pretty straight. I mean, that's going right the direction of the hyzer I gave it, without a ton of fade at the end. And the TD is one that I definitely think would have potential to be in my bag if I was rebuilding a brand new bag right now and didn't know of any of this, that is. And I love the Sapphire because I'm so used to it. And then I love the compliments with the diamond, or what's the treason now is in that slot. I just don't have a good reason to bag something that's a middle stability between those discs. All right, KP2, I'm not even going to think about going any shortcut with this. I don't know. Let's go Warhorse and try to just tame this corner. And that is, oh my goodness, that is so much beef. Get over. Go, get out of the way, rocks. Nope. Man, that is so stable. That's angle control. You'll know if my regular bag is not really my game. Let's go Pioneer. Tons of Anheuser on this. There we go. There's some okay angle control. Good job, Bam. We're here. We're going to turn this into a birdie. Yeah, birdie because we have the one OB stroke coming through there. Looks like Deshambo had some trouble getting through and he's giving up now and going around. That's a tough pill to swallow, going OB and then going the long way around. Our last hole here with this weird bag of season discs. Let's go with the Pioneer. I know the wind is pushing it this way. I feel like I need the backhand to get enough distance. Aim way over here. Let the wind push it right into the bunker. Oh no. And a 4 wind is not going to be easy to make a throw in either. 84 feet. Let's go with our forehand. It's so like what, 70 power is my guess on this. Oh, what the heck? Okay. This is how difficult 4 winds are. Throwing in with a disc that I'm not familiar with in a 4 wind. Get in there, Stitch. Come on. There. Sato chains are doing right now. There's a little tweak made to them, try to fix some of the spit outs, but then result was it actually made them quite a bit worse and more dramatic. I know devs are working on that. Let's go at it again. We have Maple Hill, Highlander's Ridge, then Ikigai Springs. Oh, Ikigai Springs 3. I feel like that might be a good shape for that stability of the Warhorse to make sure it gets over and safe on the far side after it gets across. Starting Maple Hill 4. I think I'll go Fuse just for the run at this. Nothing else really going to give it a run. Let's go Fuse. Ace runs are fun, even if it's just kind of familiar with. 200 feet of power. Come on. Okay, I'll just miss the basket. Miss the basket. Good. Now if I'm gonna miss the ace, miss the chains, I want to make sure I'm missing the basket completely. Because that little touch off the cage sends you straight into the water. Already, but that was a fuse and a hope. That doesn't really feel like a win with new discs. Oh, we get another chance here. We're gonna go Warhorse. Give us an angle. A little more height, a little more angle. Little better result. If it weren't for the trees. Oh, okay. How far out am I here? 195. Let's see if we can do it again. We're gonna grab our snitch. Go a little bit under top on top. And let it rip. Had the high rate. But that actually got a lot more affected by the wind than I was expecting it to. Had a lot of fade there at the end. And the wind pushed it that way, but the stitch can fly into the chains. Still taking the birdie and not dropping any strokes yet. See if we can. Well, I got a little bit of positive elo on the first one. Okay, so we know the gap here is out to the left. If I can force the Warhorse through it, maybe? If I can force that Warhorse through this gap out on the left side with Anheuser, I'd get a good look. Not enough. Snack right into the tree. Kind of want to try that again. Let's give it enough Anheuser. This is much better looking. One tree to sneak past. If we snuck past that tree, we'd be in a fantastic position. See how the Warhorse over stability shapes it actually really well. What about the collision coming from this little tree in front of me? I think I'll rotate this to the right. Use Aaron Christensen's trick with the slider bar to line it up. And we got our birdie in. Hey, a re-tee birdie. I'll take it. Thank you, Disc Golf Valley, for having differing rules than real life, where I'd be taking a stroke for abandoning that throw. Oh no, still alive. I keep saying so little Levy because of Aaron's video one time. Solid alibi. A little bit of spit out there. I think this has to be the Pioneer. Can I tame the beef? Give the Anheuser. Oh no. That missed the Mando, didn't it? Is there a drop zone here, or did I just... Nope, I just try again. Okay. Let's try again. Force the Anheuser around this corner. Give it tons, even though the wind is pushing it. That just... the same thing. Oh, this hole is getting ugly fast. I forced around the corner. More heights. It's around the corner. Oh my gosh. It's around the corner and straight OB. So now I'm up top here. Let's go forehand hope with like 30 feet of power. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, these discs are something. I don't know if I can really blame that on the hope though. That would just be going quick and lazy. Let's see if we can mount a little bit of a comeback. Alright. Thinking about, do I try to figure out this friggin' Pioneer again? Let's go TD. Skip it with some power off. Kind of like this actually. Get down low early. Get down, get down, get down. Skip up. Oh, good ground play. Bad ground play. Good ground play. We have a look at it. From 41 feet, we'll try to putt it. Throwing in with a 4-wind was not working. And putting does work. Linus just off the top. He had a little trouble there, but he's got his 5, and we are working our way back in. Highlander Ridge 5. I think the Warhorse gets us in position. And then we try to throw him with the Sinus. Gotta get a ton of flex up here. And this is probably as good of a line as I was going to get. Now, I've been throwing in this shot with the Jury. I think the Sinus is very similar to a Jury. Top chevron right in the middle of those chains and a full power pullback. No, a little bit off to the left. I have no idea if that's a difference in the Sinus stops that did that, or if it's just their RNG of the release. I guess not really RNG, just which watch the sway is more appropriate. Okay, let's see if I can get the Warhorse across here. The big stability of it, I think might work great. Let's flex it out a little bit. And it stables back to the left. Stables back to the left. Go, 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 go. Ah, not enough distance on it. See if we can do the ride thing with this. A little bit higher, a little bit more angle. And it just wants to get back to the left so quickly. That honestly wasn't too bad. If I had taken that aim, I think a little bit more to the right, could have been there. Thinking about just going fuse, but I don't have any sort of look at it. Let's try and go with this. Compass? Okay. The compass had a little bit more fade, but I mean, the power was all sorts of wrong on a guess there. I didn't know what to do with the power with the compass from that angle. Given a hyzer, that was very far out of my comfort zone. Can I finish this ground below even? Let's find out. Warhorse off this tee, just let it have its fade to get going down this fairway here. Some good skips, good direction. All right, this is nice. I need to worry about the second shot fading out way too early and going over the wall. Let's try over here. This is facing the fairway, but it keeps going. Stop, hit a wall or something. Oh, no. I need to worry about this fading out too early over the wall here. Make sure you give it enough anhyzer. That didn't work. We'll get the Warhorse up and see if we can save the par here and still be at even par. If we can hit this one. 156. That's out of my comfort zone with this. See if we can float it in. That's not floating in. +1 on this round. It's been a long time since I have finished +1 on a round where I'm, for the most part, actually trying. I guess, wait, did anything really get me that's right? No, it's just the Highlander Ridge 2, but I was trying to get that around the corner. Okay, Pioneer, I think, is going to be the play here. And again, just don't be too much beef. Good grief. I thought I was going way too much, and it was perfect. Right in the middle of this fairway. 468, our forehand is going to come in here. We're going to go TD with the skip. Take some power off, so I'll have some room to go. And a skip in there. To a good spot. Is this tree going to be in the way? Or can I finish with a last birdie? I think I could stake by this tree. Go my 60 feet of power. The stitch flies in. And did I do it? I think I finished. What did I finish at? Even par. I'm not in the positives. All right. Let's get one more in with these discs. The Nokia Downtown. Oh, Pioneer Bay 3. I almost had the wrong bag. Pioneer Bay 3. I think that's going to be fun for the water skip DD3. I've wanted to try that with a more understable water skip driver. But here I can't go with the backhand diamond, so I'll go with the forehand precious. Take that Q line DD3, which is what this disc is. Exactly is. That tried to skip. What the heck was that? It tried to skip. Thankfully stayed in. Somehow a rock in the hillside or something stopped it down. We got our birdie. Precious right through the chains, but he's in. Okay. Fall fights again. You know, a little wonky as devs are working on what the chains are going to look like. I think a TD for this one. I'm usually turning over a sapphire. So for the wind and the turn of the TD, this will get up there. All right. That is shaped nicely for that shot. Don't even really need to give any flex. Can just almost a straight pull. Gets it right up that fairway, right next to the basket. That was a fun one. Okay. Nokia 17. Let's go with the DD3. It's not a like-like paradigm, but similar type paradigm. It's not going to have quite the distance because it's not like line, but it is plenty of distance in this wind. Tap it in, easy peasy. If you get the tee shot right, this one's not so bad. It's getting the tee shot right. That makes this really difficult. When these guys all toss in, Tucker is also in through his invisible chains. Now got a par. We are taking a little bit of a lead here. Downtown 9. I'd want to go treason in this wind. So let's go TD. Let's do something cool here. Go to the basket. Oh, I love it. I love how this is looking. Oh, the dead skip. And the good roll. I think this is working out okay with a good skip. That could have been a lot closer. 74. We'll go, what, like 50 power on the backhand, or we'll go our full 80 power on the forehand. There we go. This hole is a lot of fun for me when you get to power things down, or it takes something that's not a driver to get it there. I love when that wind is blowing at us. We'll go TD again on this one. Get us up close to this curve, but a little bit of power off so we don't skip over it. I like this. Now the second shot, I'm kind of thinking the Warhorse can actually shape this fairway nicely. The heavy fade, I think, is good here. Get her. We don't even get to see. Get back in. I think that was on a good line. Just had one friggin' pole to miss. 241 here. Try to avoid using that fuse. Let's bring out the compass. Compass fades back. Oh, that was not bad. For completely winging it, I'll take how close I was able to get. Just said we'll put in our stitch. Take our par. Bogey. That's right, bogey because it went OB and then did not get it in. So we are back down, tied up with the top of the card here. This is scary. Do not fade early. Oh, whoa. So much turn out of hand. I guess I didn't realize how high I was. And had to aim down so low. Narrow way back here. Can the precious DD3 get there? Try to water skip over it. Oh no. That's not even close. I barely even made it to the water, let alone over the water. 374. I think this is back in TD range. I found myself doing a lot of taking some power off this TD. No. Off that TD gets to me like glide sapphire kind of distance. We probably have collision here. Have to add some power. And not enough. Yikes, we're getting a bogey again. Bim is not staying bogey free. So I'm not gonna say these discs are bad discs, but it's definitely not my style. Like the Pioneer or the Warhorse, that amount of overstability is so far away from the style I'm used to. And go precious DD3, kind of straight at this. Little bit of turn out of the hand, little bit of fade back. This is pretty similar to the flight of a Paradigm. That's it. I've never thrown a glide water skip Paradigm. Well, I guess I have thrown a glide water skip Paradigm. I have not regularly thrown a glide water skip Paradigm to be comfortable enough with it. You know, just kind of hoping that this is somewhat similar to the flight of my light glide, I guess. We're still in the middle of the card here. We're not looking so bad. Here's a good chance. And a win to make it up. I hope this doesn't push it too far. Precious DD3. Straight out at it. I like it. Get a skip. Oh, they got a skip. I got a skip. Yes. Yes, way up here. You know, light glide could have cleared that outright with this wind. Let's try to get the precious DD3 in here for a look. Fade. It's not going to fade. Get over the rock. Okay. I think I got to look at this eagle. Oh, who got that eagle? That Scarpy got the eagle. 65. We'll throw this with about 80. Oh, no. Oh, I saw that coming. The way these chains have been catching or not catching. Dang it. That was a chance to get back on top of the card. But I think I am not right now. Coming down low. Matt's is down low. He's staying out of the water. This is a tough throw up to the basket. A very rare one for anybody to make. See where he's going to get to it. He's up. Oh. Okay, I think he's close enough. With that, looks like a skull print hope. Yep, he's close enough. Toss that in. And get the birdie there. I was hoping for a mistake from Matt so we can catch up with him. Pioneer basics. Can the Warhorse work with that wind? No, way too wide. Dang it, it's knocking back so far. With the three head where I can't. Should I? Let's try. Go. Go. This just doesn't go as far as I hope. I need to be a little bit closer. That bad rollback got me. 116. Can I do something cool at the end? I can spit out at the end of this. All right, well, if you're going to Season Pass, there are some cool discs here for you. I like some of the cool artwork. If the overstable discs are your thing, I think you'll really enjoy the Pioneer and the Warhorse. I'm really looking forward to get a try out a turn Warhorse. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay bogey free.